Okay, fucking Japanese banks, man. I'm about to go fucking mad. Like, okay, so
oh god, he broke the he broke the table. He's so mad.
I have so much salt towards
Foreigners
Japanese.
complain about Japan, volume 10.
Honestly, Japanese banks.
Do you want to preface before we get into this? We do love living in Japan. Very kind country. We do. Very great. But we are British and we complain about everything. I complain about everything in the UK.
I'm an innocent bystander in this case.
Oh, bullshit. Like, you don't complain about the banks.
We complain about everywhere we live.
Yeah.
And especially if something like is inefficient to a Brit, you know, we will happily wait in line, but if that meeting takes any seconds longer than it needs to, we are going to complain the shit about that.
Course.
Yeah. So Japanese banks, we have to fucking, since our visa only lasts 6 months, we have to go to the bank every time to tell them not to cancel our card. Right? And the thing about Japanese banks is that you can do fucking nothing on the phone, right?
Yeah.
So just so they don't cancel our card every time our visa runs out, every time we renew our visa, we have to go there in person, and not just any branch of our bank. We have to go to
the branch that you started the bank
we have to go to
account.
that specific branch, which if you don't live anywhere near the branch you open your bank account, you're pretty much fucked.
Yeah. And they didn't give me a warning. They didn't tell you when. So you could be like stranded in the middle of fucking nowhere in Japan and not be able to get any money out. Because they've cancelled your card and not told you.
Yeah. And another thing is I needed to go there for like, I needed a bank statement, right? You think for a bank statement, that's a pretty normal...
Just go on the app. Go online.
That's a pretty normal document you can obtain from a bank, correct? So I go to the bank and I ask for a bank statement, and they have like fucking 70 million different kinds of bank statements, and I'm just like, how hard is it?
Tell me, money go in, money go out. Print money go in, money go out.
What is the document where you can see money go in, money go out, transactions, you spent money here? I just need that document. And they're like, okay, maybe we can do that.
Maybe.
Let's see. They go away.
I think they're gonna talk to the manager about
that. Literally they go away. They talk to the manager. They give me like 2 forms to fill out and go. So are you okay getting this in 3 weeks? I'm like, what? Is there any faster way to get this document? And like, no, if you want this document, because you didn't sign up for it before, you have to wait 3 weeks and we'll send it to you. Now, do you want this document monthly, or do you want us to like just hold it? And then I'm like, no, from now on, give me this monthly, because there is no other way to obtain a statement unless you just go to the bank and ask for it. And you have to ask for this option when you sign up for a bank account, or when you realize that you need a bank statement for whatever, you know.
What is the point of like the 900 printers that they have back there? Like, what are you using these printers for?
And so
airplanes.
And so I'm waiting for this document for like you know, because I needed to file some stuff. I needed a bank statement. It took 5 weeks for it to get sent. I didn't realize when they said 3 weeks, they meant three
weeks minimum.
No, 3 weeks minimum.
Yeah,
basically, Japanese banks. I don't know if we've just been really blessed with UK banks. But,
our banks are really good in the UK. Yeah, like the apps work amazingly.
The apps work amazingly. You can just transfer money on an app. It's pretty secure, and I can have my statements if I have like 5 years worth of like bank statements that I can
download them in PDF. Do whatever I want with them.
No, Japan has those as well. Like, I use a bank currently that has a great fucking app, and I can do transactions all on my phone. The problem is they're not the major banks. All of the major banks are like, you have to go in person, bring your fucking stamp, and sign like 17 pieces of paper, and we'll send you something in 2 years.
Yeah, because I've wanted to transfer money back to my UK account for like since I moved here. I'm just dreading the ordeal I have to go through just so I can move money from one place to another.
It's like a whole day event.
It is. It fucking is.
When it should be 5 minutes long.
Like every time I go to the bank, I lose at least an hour or two of my life.
Yeah, it's unfortunate that like things that should take 10 minutes or 15 minutes tops are always like 4 hours in Japan. I think that's where the frustration comes from, where it's like you've put middlemen and checks in places where there didn't need to be any, you know, and
it's like, why do you have to ask your manager if this dude needs a bank statement?
Everything. Anything you do, they will always ask the manager. It's like, do any of your employees have the ability to do anything on their own?
Like, are your employees like trained at all? Like, just make a fucking decision for yourself.
Yeah. Oh God,
Jesus,
so
what are you employed for?
Yeah, I mean, like by the time I got the statement was like already out of date
Oh
because it was a month-old statement, right? So I had to I like fucking begged because I was filling out tax stuff and I was fucking begging my accountant to be like, please let this be like. Please let this be usable because I don't want to fucking do this again. I don't want to go through this ordeal again.
I don't want to wait 5 weeks again.
I think the most frustrating part about it is that when you're like, please help me with this thing, they make you seem like you're the weird one for like wanting to like make stuff go quicker or do things simpler. They're always like, why would you want to do that?
Yeah.
This is the way we do it. And
Yeah,
it's like,
this is the way where it's 100% success rate. So it's like, why else would you make it any other way?
well, I remember because I think Dogen did a video about the Japanese banks as well. And he mentioned something else one time where he was like, sometimes you just have to tell them like no, like that.
Yeah.
Just tell them no. That's not
Yeah.
going to work. And then maybe be like, you have to do this or help me do this. And the manager might be like, okay. But it's sad, isn't it, that sometimes you have to put your foot down to get anything done here.
Yeah.
It's just terrible. It's just so sad.
Is that you have to like pull tooth and nail to get the best service that they offer, right?
Yeah, which is why I hate, sometimes I feel bad when I ask Japanese people to help me with it. Because if I'm like, can you ask them to do this? Like, no, they don't do that here. It's like, no, but if you have a foreigner friend, they'll at least ask. They'll be like, hey, can we do this? But if I'm asking a Japanese friend to help me, like who's 100% Japanese, right, that, is fluent in English somewhat, I'll ask them, hey, can you ask them this? They'll just be, they won't even ask because they'll be like, no, you can't ask them that.
Yeah.
I'll be, no, just ask. Like try, like, you don't know, like but
That's such a Japanese way of thinking,
Yeah.
though, right? Because they don't want to like embarrass themselves.
they don't
right?
want to ask questions that they feel they already know the answer to because they feel like that's like humiliating at times. Whereas I think I always am of the mindset of there's no harm in asking.